I'm Velma, and I have an almost 8-year-old boy. I've been I became familiar with hand-in-hand parenting when he was 18 months old, and we had been having a lot of trouble with sleep and a lot of trouble with separation. Separation anxiety was a really huge theme in his life for a really long time. It was a massive emotional project that we worked on for years with all the tools, and mainly because we had some trauma right after birth where he had to go into NICU for a week, and there was a lot of separation there. It was hard on both of us. So we spent several years recovering. Um, when he was 5, uh, we'd been working on it pretty steady for about 3 years, and we had a really big breakthrough. And the story of that is in Listen, which is now 2 years old. So I thought I'd read the anecdote and tell you a little bit about what it's like now. Let's see. My son is 5 years old. One of his biggest emotional projects is separation anxiety. I recently signed him up for a martial arts class after school on Mondays. This has turned out to be a prime time for working on separation. The first several classes did not go well. He participated some, but most of the time flopped over in my lap. I spent most of the time worrying about what others were thinking about us. I realized that I had to get some extra listening time, so I did, and it helped. The next Monday at class, I told him that while he was in the opening circle, I needed to go to the office for 3 minutes to ask a question across the hall. We'd spent some nice time connecting after school, but my words elicited tears. No, Mama, I don't want you to go. Let me come with you, he begged, clinging to me. After he calmed down, I mentioned again that I needed to go to the office, that he was safe, and that I would be right back. Again, he cried. Occasionally, I nudged him off my lap so he could feel the separation a little bit more. Each time he calmed down, I again set the limit that I had to go, that he couldn't come with me, and that he had to stay in the room. We did this for most of the hour. Halfway through, I was wondering if this was doing any good, but since I was still feeling okay, I decided we could keep going. The first major change I noticed was at bedtime. He mentioned that he was hungry and that he wanted one raisin. Anytime he says this, I figured out that he's missing me and the closeness we used to have while breastfeeding at bedtime. I said, "You had a good dinner and you can wait until morning to eat." He completely surprised me when he said, "Okay, I'll have some water and it can fill the spot until breakfast." Wow. The surprises continued the next morning at school drop-off. I mentioned that I couldn't stay for second breakfast with the class. For the first time ever, he said, "Yay!" And when I said goodbye to him at the classroom, he forgot to give me a hug. I had to remind him. Usually the magic hug is a really big deal, but today he was confident and ready. Setting limits at martial arts class and the stay listening that followed made a really big difference for him. I'm grateful that I've gotten myself the support I need to be able to support him. I'm even looking forward to next week's martial arts class, even if he doesn't participate. And he did participate. He came to love martial arts class and was a really great student of it. Um, it was a really great year. And that did make a big difference. Um, where we're at now, he's almost 8. He's almost going into second grade. It starts next week. And we spent the summer, had a really great summer, but he spent the summer going to summer camps. He went to 4 different summer camps, and he went to summer camp at Papa's house, Grandpa's house. And I kept expecting like there to be a little bit of, I don't know, anxiety about doing something new and going someplace new with people he didn't know. And there wasn't any. He had a great time. He was excited about camp every single day and happy when I picked him up. And a couple of times he even asked me, Mom, when can I go to Papa's house without you? That made me so happy because it shows how far he's grown and um, how how secure he is. The separation anxiety like doesn't show up really ever anymore. It's amazing. So I don't know, it works, and he's a great kid, and we're having a great time. So just wanted to share a little bit about what it's like now, and I would love to hear from others. Thank you.